Yeah, hello everyone. Am I audible to all of you? Good evening, everyone. You can confirm me in the chat if I'm audible. Yeah, hello. Okay, so I think, guys, we are live and we are continuing with our MLOps, actually foundation series. So today is day 9. So today the topic is actually we'll try to learn how we can perform the containerization, okay, of our custom application with the help of Docker. Yes, hi Hamid. Hi. Okay. So guys, I think remember in our last session, I had created one application, demo application for the Docker. So there we created one, this one calculator application, guys. I think you remember. So let me open up the code. So this is the calculator application. So here you can see. So this application we had implemented. So what I can show, I can just execute and I can show you. This is the application. Okay. So. hmm. So this is the calculator application we had implemented in our last session. So if you haven't checked it out, you can check this particular session. So first of all, let me open up my terminal and let me execute and let me show you. So here I have mentioned all the commands like how to create the environment, how to activate. Okay, so each and everything I have written. So here what I will do, I'll try to activate the environment. Hmm. Fine. Then after that, what I will do, I will just try to execute my app.py. So let's do it. Python app.py. Now application is running. If I go to my localhost port number 8080, see this is the application. So here you can perform like addition, multiplication, subtraction. Okay, these are the operation, and now see this application is running fine. Okay, so this application we had created in our last session. Now we'll try to see how we can containerize entire application. That means we'll be creating the custom Docker image. Okay, so I think remember previously I think I showed you like how we can pull any kinds of Docker image, how we can execute it. So again, let me show you. See, whenever you are trying to pull any kinds of Docker image, right? So it is pulling from the Docker Hub, and Docker Hub is a platform. Okay, so it is a kinds of registry. So here all kinds of Docker image are available. Okay, whether it's a Python image, whether it's a TensorFlow, PyTorch. Okay, so let me show you. So if I go to the export section, so guys, see if you're using Docker for the first time, you have to create one account in the Docker Hub. So search for Docker Hub on Google, and here you have to sign up with your account. So you can sign up with your Google account. Okay, after that you will have one account. So for me, I already sign up. Okay, this is my account. Okay, now previously I already uploaded some of the image, okay, in my Docker Hub. That's why you can see list of the images are available, but for you it would be completely empty. I'll tell you how we can push our own custom image here. Okay, everything I'll try to show you. First of all, click on the export section. So if you click on the export section, you will see that here you have different images, whether it's a TensorFlow, whether it's a PyTorch, whether it's a LangChain, okay, whether it's a Olama, then Nginx is there, MySQL is there. Okay, all kinds of Docker images are available. Okay, all kinds of Docker images are available. Now let's see, we're looking for any image. You can also search here. So there is a search button. Let's say I'm looking for hello world image. So hello world image is also available. See, this is the actually test image actually from the Docker side. So if you are executing this image, it will give you one hello message, okay, from the Docker side. So first of all, let's try to see how we can pull this image and how we can execute inside our Docker. Okay, so I think remember guys, we have set up the Docker desktop in our system. So let's open it up. Just try to open up your Docker desktop and I will get this kinds of window. Okay, this is called your Docker desktop. Okay, now initially there is no container, there is no image, it would be completely empty. So first of all, let's try to see how we can pull our Docker image. So to pull the Docker image, you can see this is the command docker pull, and you have to give the image name. So in case I want to pull this hello world image, so I'll just copy the command. I'll open up my terminal. Okay, so this application is running. I will stop it. I will clear. Now let's pull the image again. Yeah, so I'll pull it. See, first of all, it will check inside your system. So if it is not available, it will pull the image from the Docker Hub. See, successfully it has pulled the image. And now if I go to the image section, now see this hello world image is present. Okay, Now see, there is no container because I haven't executed this image. Okay, that's why container is completely empty. Now let's run this image in a container. To run this, you can execute this command called docker. Okay, docker run. You have to give the image name. In this case, my image name is hello world. Okay, now see if I execute, so it will give you one message from the docker side called hello from docker. Okay, so if you're getting this message, that means successfully your docker is running and you are able to pull the image, and even you are able to execute the image, okay, in your system. Now if I go to the container, you can see this container has created. So this container name would be like random, so randomly it will create the name, and you can see this is the container. Okay, 16 seconds ago this container was started and executed. Okay, and now see, if you want to see everything from the terminal, it is also possible. There are some commands you can execute. Let's say I want to see the docker image. Okay, the image I have downloaded. For this you can use this command called docker images. Okay, this is the command. So it will list down all the images actually you have downloaded. Okay, now let's say I want to see how many container is running, so you can execute this command called docker ps. Now see, no container is running for me, but I have one container which is stopped. Now if I want to see the stop container, that time you can write this command docker ps, okay, -a. So this will show you the stop container as well. You can see about a minutes ago it was executed, okay, and it has ended. So that's how we can see with the help of these are the command. Now let's say I want to delete this particular container. How to delete this container? Okay, for this you can use one command called docker. First of all, I will list down the container. Let's say I'll just write ps-a. So it will give you one container ID. Let's copy the container ID. Okay, I'll copy. Then I will delete it. So I'll just write docker rm and I will paste the container ID. Now if I execute, see, this container would be deleted. Now see, there is no container. Now you can check it again. So you can execute this command called docker ps-a. Okay, see, there is no container. Now I can also delete the image. Let's say that image actually I downloaded, I can also delete it. For this you can execute this command. So let's do it. So you can write docker. First of all, let's list down the image. So image name is hello world. Let's copy. Now I can write this command docker rmi. You can give the image name. Now let's execute. See, this image is also deleted. Okay, that's how if you want, you can also delete anything, the container as well as the image. Fine. Now let's again pull the image. I'll copy and here I'll pull it. Copy and I'll pull. Now it is again available. Okay, you can see this image is available. Okay, so that's how we can use any kinds of uh, pre-built image. Okay, now let me show you one graph. So this is one graph, guys. You can see that's how actually your docker we usually use. So as of now we are doing this particular operation. Let's say we have one registry, that means docker hub. From there we are pulling any kinds of docker image and we are executing as a container. Okay, now let's try to see how we can create our own image. Okay, that means we'll be creating our docker image with the help of one docker file. We'll be building the image. After that we'll execute inside our system. Okay, once it is running fine, we'll try to push this image to the registry so that other developer or other people will come here, they will pull the image, they will execute in their container. Okay, let's try to see how it can be done. So for this, I think you remember, guys, I created one calculator application. Okay, so here I already created one docker file. You can see inside docker file I have written some docker commands. Okay, now see, if I want to do the containerization, I have to write some docker commands. Okay, now see, guys, this is the docker file, and inside that I have written some layer of commands. Now the first layer commands, you can see I'm taking one base image. Okay, base image means if you see this application I'm running on top of Python environment, Python 3.11. So that is what I have mentioned. I need a Python 3.11. Okay, slim bastard image. Now see, this is also a image inside docker hub. Okay, so let me show you. If you search here, this image is available already. You can see slim bastard image. Okay, that means this is the Python environment. Okay, so whenever you are mentioning this one, it will install one small operating system, that means Alpine, and inside that it will install the Python. Okay, Python 3.11. Okay, and on the environment your application would be running. Now the next command, your working directory, that means you will be creating one working directory. That means your docker will create one working directory called app. Okay, So see what happens whenever it is doing the containerization, it has to create one folder, and inside the folder it will copy all of your source code. Then it will do the containerization. Okay, so that's why we are getting an folder called app. Inside app we are copying all of the source code. You can see I'm running the copy command, copy all file inside app folder. Then after that I'm executing requirement.txt. That means whatever requirements I have, I'm executing, okay, inside my docker environment. So what is the file? Yeah, then after that I'm exposing the port. So you can see I was running my application in the port number 8080. Okay, so here I have also exposed the port number 8080. If you're using 5000, that time you can give 5000. Then after that, this is the final command to launch my application. So here I'm running python 3 app.py. Why python 3? Because I think you know docker runs on Linux operating system, and Linux, instead of writing python, we just give python 3. Okay, that's why. Now once you have executed app.py, that means your application would be launched. Okay, so with the help of this docker file, it will create the entire docker image. Now how we can build the image? For this we have to follow some commands. Okay, so let me show you what are the commands you have to follow. So in the readme file I already mentioned all the commands, you can see. Okay, whatever commands I used so far, everything is mentioned inside the readme file. So this is the command, guys. With the help of this command we can build our custom image. Now what I can do, I can, let's say, give a different name. So instead of giving my cal app, I'll give, let's say, my calculator, or my uh, demo cal. Okay, demo cal. Let's say this is my application name. So you can give any name, it's up to you. But one thing you have to give the username, because what happens whenever you are building the image, your image name should be unique. But there is a possibility if you are picking any kinds of name which will match with the actually Docker Hub image name. Let's say inside Docker Hub we have actually thousands of images, right? So there is a possibility this name would be matched. So that's why we have to take our username. So here is the username. So my username is entpuppy. For your case, actually your username would be different. Just try to copy, and here just try to paste. Okay, I have to give username slash your application name. So here in this case I have given my demo calculator. Okay, so let me replace everywhere. Now I want to tag as a latest. That means this is my latest, okay, image. Then I'm giving the dot symbol. That means this dot symbol will figure out this particular docker file, and it will containerize our entire source code. Okay, now let's copy this particular command, and I will open up my terminal. Let me clear. Now see, if I show you my docker desktop, guys, initially there is no image related my calculator application. Now if I execute, it will build the docker image, okay, of my entire source code. Let me show you. So let me execute it, and hyphen t means I want to assign a tag. That means this particular name. That's why hyphen t is there. Now let me do it. Now see, it is creating the entire image, so it will take some time. So first of all, it will take one Linux actually operating system. Inside that it will do all the setup, whatever stage you have written in the docker file, it will perform one by one. See guys, so you can see this image has created successfully. Now if you want to check it, you can go to the docker desktop, go to the image section. Now see, this my demo calculator has created. Okay, even you can also see that with the help of command line. So simply just write docker images. Okay, see, this image is available. Okay, now we have successfully built the image. Now let's try to test in our system whether it's working fine or not. So I think you remember this image. Okay, we have created the image with the help of docker file. Now let's try to test. I'll execute this image as a container. So let's do it. So here I'll just try to execute this command. So this command will execute the image actually you have built. So image name is this is the image name, and I want to execute the latest version. That means I given the tag the latest, right? So this latest version I want to execute, and here I have written hyphen p 8080. What is hyphen p? Hyphen p means you want to do the port mapping. That means the application you are running, which is running on port number 8080, okay, inside docker, but I want to port map to my browser. Okay, that means Chrome browser, and to do the port mapping, here you have to specify the port, in which port you want to execute your application. I'm telling again, I want to execute my application to the 8080 port. Okay, you can also give 5000, 4000, it's up to you. Now let's try to copy, and here I'll execute this particular command. Now your application should running. See, application is running. Now if I go to the application, let's say I will search localhost port number 8080. See, your application is running. Now I'm running the application from my docker site. That means entire application I have done the containerization. I have built one image, and this image I'm running as a container. Now let me show you whether it's working or not. I will give some value. I'll click on calculate. Now see, it is working fine. Okay, there is no error. Okay, so that's how guys we can create our own custom image. Okay, now there is a actually issue. Let me show you the issue. Let's say if I stop my terminal, okay, let's say if I stop my terminal, now if I go to the application again and if I refresh, see, this application won't be running because this application has terminated. But I don't want that. Let's say if I'm closing my terminal also, this application should keep on running. Okay, how to do that? For this you can execute in a detached mode. To run in a detached mode, you have to give the -d only. Now let me show you. I'll copy, and here let's execute in a detached mode. So just a minute, let me clear. So here I'll, okay, so I'll copy this command again. Now see, this application is running in a detached mode. Now if I again go, you can refresh, see, application is running again. You can send the value and calculate. See, although my application, see, my I have terminated the terminal, but my application is running in a detached mode. But if I want to stop, guys, how to do it? So here is the option. You can see if you go to the container, so this container is running, you can see, okay, this is running. You can click here to stop it. Otherwise you can also delete the container. So let's click here, so it will stop the container. Okay, now if you see, this image has stopped. Now what I can do, I can show you with the help of command. Let's see, if I show you docker ps, sorry, docker ps, see, no container is running. Okay, so successfully we have created our image and we have executed. That means it is working fine. Now let's try to see how we can push this image in the Docker Hub. So for this you can use this command. So let me show you. First of all, to the Docker login. So I'll copy and I'll execute. So it will authenticate with your Docker Hub account. So for me, I already logged in. That's why it is successfully logged in. But for your case, it will ask for like username and password. You have to provide your Docker username and password. Okay, Docker Hub username and password. After that, I'll execute this command. So let's change the name. So Docker push, you have to give your image name. So let's copy. And here I'm going to execute. Now see, first of all, this image is not available inside my Docker Hub. Let me show you. So if I go to my Docker Hub, my repository, see, this image is not available. Okay, my cal is a different name, but the image I want to push, it is a different name, my demo cal. Now let's try to push it. So I will just run the push command. Now see, it is pushing. Again, it will take time based on your project size. If your project size is huge, it will take some time. Otherwise it will be executed quickly. Now you can see, guys, this image has been pushed. Okay, this image has been pushed. Now if you want to check, I'll go back here and will refresh. Now it should be there. See, my demo calculator is there. Last 1 minute ago I just pushed this application. Okay, push this image. Now see, this is public. Anyone can see that. So let me show you. So let's say I will copy the name. I'll copy the name. I'll open incognito window. And if I go to the Docker Hub, okay. So here I'll go to the Docker Hub. Okay, fine. It is asking for the account. Simply I can write Docker Hub. Go to the Docker Hub. And here you can search. Now this image should be available. See, okay. Now anyone can see that and anyone can pull my image. So let me show you. I'll copy. So first of all, I will delete my image. The image actually I have created. So let me delete. First of all, I have to delete all the containers. So to delete the container, guys, I have shared the commands. So to delete all the containers, this is the commands. Okay, I copy and here I will execute. Sorry, just a minute. Copy this command. So it will delete all of my container. Okay, now you can see container is deleted. Now you can delete this image also. Okay, after that, let's do the pull operation. So I'll open the incognito window. I'll copy the command and from here I will pull the image. Okay, just a minute. Okay, done. Now if I show you my Docker desktop, this image has pulled. Okay, now let's execute this image. So again, I have shared the command. So this is the command. So let's execute the image. It is running. Now let's go back. And here I can search for localhost 8080 and let's give the value and let's do the calculate. See, it's working fine. Okay. So without any error, that's how we can see we can create our own Docker image, we can test, and we can even push it to the hub so that other people can pull it and they can execute as a container. Let me know guys, it is clear? Yes or no? How we can containerize our entire application. Now going forward, whenever you are developing any ML application or DL application, try to use the Docker there. Okay, because with the help of Docker you will be containerizing your entire application. You will create the image and that image will be running on the different platform, because as whenever we'll be doing the CI/CD deployment, that time we'll follow the same process. Okay, and Docker supports all the platform, that's why you can execute, okay, without like doing much configuration and setup. So if anyone has any query guys, you can let me know about the Docker. Hmm. And this concept we'll try to use going forward whenever we'll try to develop any kinds of project. Okay, and please try to support the channel guys, all of you. Try to subscribe and try to share with your friends and family. So let's try to hit 4K subscriber as soon as possible. Fine. And if you want, you can let me know. If you want anything, you can let me know. Like after this community, what which community should I start guys? Tell me, should I start computer vision or what? Let me know guys. After this community, should I start computer vision? Where do we CI/CD? As of now, we haven't started the CI/CD. Hamid, we'll do the CI/CD whenever we'll try to develop a project. Okay, sir, can you make a video on AI agents? I already created AI agents video. So let me show you. If you go to the LangChain latest LLM this particular playlist. So here agents maybe I have discussed in the. Let me show you. Uh, LangGraph. See LangChain agents. Okay, here you can check. Day 13. Mala. Okay, Mala Harish. Hamid Raza is studying computer vision or AI agents. See, AI agents wise, I already completed. So see, GenAI related content we already covered. So let's start with maybe computer vision. That would be fine, right? Hmm. Can you show how we can do the deploy in image on Google Cloud and run? Can deploy this image on Google Cloud and run? Yes, I will also show you how we can push this image to the Google Cloud ECR and we can execute. Okay, but as of now maybe I don't have the Google Cloud account. First of all, let me create, then I will show you. And whenever we'll do the deployment, we'll try to store this image in the ECR, Elastic Container Registry on AWS. Okay, from there we'll try to pull and we'll try to execute. Can you cover object detection? So yes, definitely we'll try to see the object detection, image classification. Okay, everything we'll try to see in computer vision beneath. Fine. So this was the Docker demo. That's how we can build our custom image, and we can also store in the Docker Hub. Not only Docker Hub, we can also store inside ECR. Okay, then GCR. Okay, ACR. That means GCR means Google. Google actually Container Registry, and ACR means Azure Container Registry. Okay, so we have different actually platform, and it is also having these kinds of storage. That means registry. Okay, so there also we can store our Docker image, right? Hmm. At the end, all the concepts are same, but the tool name is different. Okay, that is the idea. Maybe please show whenever you could have. I just curious to deploy to see that it runs. Yeah, definitely will try to see that. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Okay, so this is all of the today's session, and next session I'll try to discuss about some more topics inside MLOps. Then we'll start with some project development. With that, thank you so much, and please try to subscribe, try to share, and bye everyone. Take care. Thank you.